G'day and welcome back. Today what we're doing is I shall show you a little bit more on salting the hides. As I showed you in my last video, I get all my hides up to me salted. This is what they come up like. Okay, they've already got the salt. What I do is I put them into a bucket and I'll soak them until they're like this. I'll tip the water out and I'll put fresh water back in, just to make sure I get rid of all the salt. This one's still a little bit stiff, so he can go back in the bucket. But that's what we do. With this, what I do when I'm ready to flesh this, I'll put it in the bucket and I'll let all the salt just evaporate into the water. Then I'll change the water to new water, to fresh clean water, and then I'll just keep on going. This is a kangaroo. You can see by the tag. This is a little female. And this is a male. This one's definitely a male. How I can tell it's definitely a male? Because it's still got male parts. But it doesn't matter if it's male or female, they all tan the same. So what I'll do, excuse me, what I do now with this one, and this is what I wanted to show you. It's all ready to go. Okay. What I've got to do is put it on the beam and flesh it. So you've still got all the flesh and the fat and that on it. Not the kangaroos have very much fat, they have very little fat. But I've got to get rid of all this stuff. But what I wanted to show you is, if I just, if you're doing this, and it could be for a sheep, goat, deer, whatever, and you've just washed all the salt off and you don't have any more, one of the things you can do, you might get a phone call from work and they might say, oh, look, we need you now. You've got to come in now, and you're thinking, oh, I've got to flesh this. Okay, so one thing you can do is take it first side out, flesh the flesh, fold it up, dry it out. Don't put it in soaking wet like this. Dry it out as best you can, just wring it out. Put it in a bag, chuck it in your freezer, and that'll be fine. You can leave it in your freezer for a year if you have to. It won't hurt it. When you are ready to do it and you take it out of the freezer, let it thaw out. Okay, don't sort of try and pull it apart, because you can damage the fur and you can damage the skin. And it depends on whether you want to keep the fur on. With most of our kangaroos, we like to keep the fur on. With this one here, it's only a small one. So what I'll do is I'll tan her out, and we'll use this section here and probably make a pillow. The little pillows that you have sitting on your chairs when you're watching TV, and we'll make that the feature. It's nice, soft, comfortable. I haven't washed it yet. I don't wash any of my hides before I go through the process. I have in the past, but I found it just as easy just to leave it. Washing can be the very last. When you've smoked it, washing can be the very last. And that sort of, when you leave it to the last and you do wash it and it just comes up, you think, oh wow, what a wonderful job. So remember the two things you can do. If you've got salt, you can put salt back on it and just fold it up and put it back, or you can fold it up, put it in a plastic bag, chuck it in your freezer. Push all the air out of it. Don't have any air in your bag. Push all the air out of it and put it back in your freezer. When I used to get some of the skins brought up non-salted, they used to come out of the freezer straight into the freezer. And a freezer, if you put them in the freezer, it'll last 20 years. Sometimes you will get freezer burn, but you can get that out. Freezer burn is quite easy to get out. Alright, I'll leave it there. So I hope this helps you. And I'll go and take the flesh off this, and we'll start this one as well. Alright, take care, be safe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Remember, push that like button, subscribe, and please share. Take care now.